What's happening? What's happening? What's happening, everybody? Y'all know I've been messing around with this sound again. Cause my sweetie be talking about them. I be yelling, so I got to check my sound out to see what it sound like. See if it sound okay. I've been messing with the sound cause I don't. I know y'all say it's we could just turn it down, but y'all already know how I am. I can't. I'm not gonna be able to do it. I'm not gonna be able to do it. Oh, look, can I pin the comment from here? Let me see if I can pin the comment from here. Oh, look, can I pin the comment from here? Oh, yeah, I sound good. Let me see if I can pin it from here. Yes, I sound good. Let me see if I could. Let me like my video. Y'all go ahead and hit the like button. Where's the live chat? Pin message. Okay. The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. For anybody who don't know what the link is for, the link is so if you want to ask a question or if you want to share anything, you can pull up and ask a question. Just don't pull up and let no birds out of the cage. Hear me. Okay. Good evening, everybody. I'd like to welcome y'all to the price action recap for December the 7th, 2022. Yeah. 2022 is almost gone. December the 7th. Man, this year is out of here. Remember when you was younger? Well, anybody that's in my age demographic, we used to be like, man, out of here like last year. We thought that was so cool. Man, I'm out of here. Bless you. I'm out of here like last year. Anyway, man, if this is your first time pulling up the Tim's Tidbit, I like to say, welcome. Never mind me. I'm just kind of silly like that. And then, if this is not your first time pulling up, I still want to say welcome. And I want to give you a nice hearty, well, thank you for always pulling up. Let me go over here and open up my window. I dropped my window. Okay. All right, the window's open now. Let me turn my soul glow on. Just let your soul glow. All right, man. Now, if this first time tuning into Tim's Tidbit, this is usually what it go like. I'm usually all over the place. I promise you, people say that they do get value out of my videos, but I just be all over the place. Squirrel. If you don't know who I am, man, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers. See, I get on Al Gore's internet every single day, Monday through Friday. We do it twice a day, once in the morning at 9 a.m. East Standard Time. 9 a.m. East Standard Time, and talk about the overnight price action. And then once again in the evening at 6:30 p.m. East Standard Time, and talk about the price action recap. You hear me? Why do? I do it because I want to help somebody like you, not Robinson, if he in here. I want to help him, but I want to help somebody like you get your aha moment when it comes to trading, investing, all things stock market. I want to help you get your aha moment because somebody helped me get my aha moment after I had spent a whole lot of money on courses. I realized that I didn't need those courses. I realized that I had already knew or had already known or whatever the proper tense of that word is. I had already known everything that I needed to know. And I had spent hundreds, if not hundreds, thousands, if not thousands, multiple thousands of dollars on courses. And I really didn't need them. All I needed was just the confirmation. I was lacking the confirmation. I had all of the knowledge. I was just lacking the confirmation. What a hefty price to pay for confirmation. Anywho, I digress. And I don't want you to pay for confirmation. I want you to come here every day, listen to us, me and the gang, and Spidey. Spidey don't speak much. He just kind of hang out back there. Just listen to us every day, get your confirmation, and then go out, test what you've learned, test what you understand, then execute. Take all your money you was going to give to me or anybody else, excuse me, put it into your brokerage account, and when you're ready to execute. And speaking of execute, please execute a like on the like button. Like my friends my son's favorite YouTube streamer say, please samurai slice that like button. Cause I ain't on no other social media letting people know about this. So I depend on y'all to hit the like button. Cause they say if you hit the like button, whatever side of your screen is on, the algos think you like it, and the algos show it to other people, and other people get this free information. Other people can keep their money in their brokerage account. Other people can help change their family financial future. Yes. I just made all that up off the top of my head. Anyway, let's see who in the chat. Oh yeah, before we go to the chat, we got some playlists that I've been putting together to help it make it easier to get to the meat and potatoes of everything. If you go to the video that you're watching, is my phone still on? My phone is still on. Oh, I got to show the Hidden Learning Share. They trying to hide your comment. Let me show it. I don't know why I tried to hide your comment. I guess it thought your comment was spam. I had to show it. Did it pop up? It wouldn't let me show you. It had your comment being hid. I made some playlists. I made a few playlists to help you get to. No, I hit the wrong thing. Right here. If you go to the link, I was on the right thing. I'm sorry. I was on the right thing. If you go to the link in the description of the video you're watching right now, be quiet. You'll see 1, 2, 3 links, right? One says ICT playlist lingo. ICT content. Talk, Tim. Explain lingo playlist, price action playlist, and then gems from the live stream playlist. These playlists are the meat and potatoes of discuss that we discuss on Tim's Tidbits, right? The ICT lingo playlist, that's me breaking down the lingo that you need to understand to be able to trade ICT concepts. It's the meat and potatoes. None of all this crazy, Tim squirrel moments, none of that. The price action playlist, which I've noticed, y'all don't really care about that price action playlist. So I might not be in no rush to finish. I was trying to rush and hurry up and finish. Y'all been eating up that lingo playlist, but that price action playlist is kind of sucking on the views. I went through all that rushing, staying up to 3 o'clock in the morning making that playlist because everybody was like, I can't wait till that come out. Either y'all snowed me or the playlist suck. I'm gonna go with the second one because y'all don't never be snowing me. So I'm just gonna assume I didn't do a great job on those videos. Because the lingo playlist, oh man, plenty of views. I'm gonna show y'all in a minute. And then gems from the live stream, these are like gems when we, like, for example, if we're like the homie Zay pulled up last night, right? And we was on there for like almost 2 hours, right? So I chunked out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different clips from the time when Zay was on there, right? And it says Zay shares some sauce indicator gems because he called them the sauce indicators, right? And you see it's got the date of when the live stream was, right? So if you missed the live stream, you'd be like, oh, let me go see if it was any gems that was shared. This is stuff where people ask me, hey, Tim, chunk this out as a gem and I'll put it in this playlist. Or if I feel like, hey, man, we did a good job on that, I'll chunk this out in the playlist. Like today, for example, somebody said, hey, Tim, can you put that field thing that you was just talking about as a gem? And I chunked it out. I actually went in because it was like over a long stretch of time throughout the live. So with that one, I put in some extra work. I will not be doing that anymore. I promise you that. But it was like still really long. So I went through in my editing software and I shortened it down to like 9 minutes where I just got the most important pieces of that time frame concerning the field thing. So it's in the gym playlist, but that's what it is. All these playlists that I just mentioned, they are designed so that you can get the meat and potatoes from the live streams. And then the other one, the ICT stuff, those aren't live streams. Those are just straight up, pre-recorded videos where if you go to the description of any one of the videos, you can download the slides that go along with all of those videos. It take you to a Google Drive folder and you have all 15 sets of slides for all the videos that's in there. And also in there, it's a copy of the ICT PIM- chart. I call it the PIM- chart. He calls it the PD array matrix slide, right? I call it the PIM- chart because this is the order of operations where the algos look for the different PD arrays. If you're bullish, at equilibrium, you look down for a PD array to buy off of. If you bearish, at equilibrium, you look up from price for a PD array to sell off of. That's how you use the PIM- chart. Now that that's out of the way, let's see who's in the chat. What's going on, man? How y'all doing? Hey, how you doing? Haitian Pete. What's going on, Haitian Pete? Haitian Pete got a dark skin flexed on. That means he a dark skin brother. What's up, here to learn and share? Hey, how you doing? What's up, SJ? How you doing, SJ? SJ, did that help you? What I was talking about with the fake accounts when Cooley was trying to call me out on Al Gore's internet? Did that help you out today? Oh, I'm supposed to be showing y'all how y'all ain't showing that what's name no love. Hold on. Let me go to my YouTube studio. Why am I seeing? Oh, that's a video. I'm like, why am I seeing myself? I had clicked on one of them videos. What's up, Cool It? Cool it now. Ooh, watch out. I'm doing two things at the same time. Michelle Tucker. Buenos tardes, Valdez. Buenos tardes. Let me I'm doing two things at the same time. I'm saying what's up to y'all. Hey, KC, where the rest of the Sunshine Band? I'm your boogie man. That's what I am. I'm doing two things at the same time. What's up, Trinisha? I'm going to my what's name? Wave Trader. What's going on? And I'm going to okay, now let me see. Now I got to stop because I can't do this at the same time. Playlist. Okay, analytics. Playlist. Okay, there you go. What's up, FC? What's going on, Finest Superman? Father Legends, I salute you. We trying hard. I don't know what that. I don't know what that means. We're just trying to get the lingo down. Oh, we're just trying to get the lingo down first. Okay, then. Oh, absorb. Okay. The lingo first. Okay. No worries, Tim. I was traveling over the weekend and need to catch up on the new playlist. You traveling, Michelle Tucker? Wait, you driving right now? I see you in your picture. I backtracked to the lingo again to get down before going to price action playlist. Yeah, y'all trying to make up excuses now. This how I'm looking, and I just started phase 2. It's going to take. Oh yeah, it's gonna take time. It's going, and then let me tell y'all, right? Let me tell y'all, like a lot of times, most of the time I just be joking, right? Yes, it did. All them emails. Yes, I had like 14 of them. Man, I'm gonna hold you. I started out. It was like Bun Bullet 1, Bun Bullet 2, Bun Bullet 3. Cause I got on the Ninja Trader when I bought Jason course, and I was like Bun Bullet 1, Bun Bullet 2, Bun Bullet 3, right? And I went up to like Bun Bullet 7, and then I can't remember what I had switched it to. I switched it to something else. It wasn't Bun Bully no more. I stopped doing Bun Bully. I started doing something else. I can't remember what it was, but I did like 14 of them. Love the content. What's up, Tracy? I ain't never seen that name before. Tracy Bronson. You in the kin to Charles? You know Charles Bronson, the actor. You in the kin? I'm just playing. Hey, Tracy, if this ain't your first time pulling up, I jolly pies. But if it's your first time pulling up, welcome. And thank you for tuning in. What's going on, Benson? What's happening? How you feeling? Hey, I lost my train of thought. I can't remember what I was about to say. I don't know. Let's get into it, man. I totally lost my train of thought. Let's get into it. Since we're on Al Gore's internet, let's go over here and talk to our homegirl. If you don't know who our homegirl is, Her name is Spyleen. We even wrote a song for it. Want to hear it go? Sing it with me now. Spyleen, Spyleen, where you at, baby? Here I go. Hey, how you doing? I'm glad that you came through. Looking at what Spyleen did today, we had another everything and nothing. And Tim, what's an everything and nothing? I'm glad you asked that question, little Timmy Rogers. Yesterday, everything happened. And then today, absolutely nothing happened. We had a everything and nothing moment, right? I don't know if you was on live this morning, but when the homie Zay had popped up and he was talking about he had got into a trade based off his thesis that was confirmed with our new little fib projection thing that we was testing out. And I was like, hey, we coming back down to this point. We might just consolidate or we can reverse and take off. You know what I'm saying? It was the consolidate. We hit it. We went up. Today looked kind of like a seek and destroy day, like how ICTV talk about seek and destroy days, where they just go up, go down, go up, go down, go up, just be constantly clearing out both sides of the board. Like we usually see that. Like, remember how when I was like the market to make a move and then it just consolidate before PPI, or to make a move, consolidate before CPI, whatever. We got some PPI numbers coming out on Friday, but today it was acting like the numbers coming out tomorrow, because it was just like we just stayed in a range today. And you can look at the calendar right here. We opened at, for SPY, we opened up at 392.94. We went up to 395.64. We went down to 391.97. And then we closed at 393.16. So it's like we was in a small little range all day long, just going up and down, up and down. We'll show that when we get to the ES in a minute, right? And so just looking at the SPY, we just kind of hanging out, doing nothing right now. We're still in a spot where it's too late in little Timmy Rogers' world. It's too late to be trying to short anything, because the short was over here, like Friday or Monday. That was the time to buy the short. You know what I'm saying? Friday or Monday. I said Friday or Monday, but it was Thursday, Friday, or Monday. You know what I'm saying? Would have been the time to buy the shorts. Thursday, Friday, or Monday was the time to short, right? That was the time to short, right? I bought my shorts. I bought my puts Friday, sold on Monday. So this was the time to be shorting, right? This was the Risky Roger, Reckless Rachel entry on Thursday. Why? Because you was anticipating the turtle soup. You just went short. You know what I'm saying? This day here, you was anticipating a turtle soup. This was the confirmation day to go in. You know what I'm saying? And then Monday, Tuesday, if you know what I'm saying, like me, I was gone. It hit my target on Monday. I was gone. You know what I'm saying? Zay called me everything but a child of God because I got out of my puts. But like I tell everybody, stick to your plan. Every Monday morning quarterback is an MVP. Let them tell it, right? Stick to your plan. I had no guarantee that we would hit the midweek equilibrium, which was my target, and continue to slide down. I say once you take out highs, you want them. Y'all always know from ICT teaching and from my back testing experience, once you take out buy side or take out sell side, you expect the market to come back to at least equilibrium and hopefully a discount or a premium if you're going the other way, right? When it got back to equilibrium, that was my target. Out of there. It ain't got no guarantee that this gonna happen on Tuesday and still get a little bit more meat on the bone on Wednesday. Because them puts that's still a little bit more meat. Yeah, they pushed up a little bit, but that's a little bit more meat on the bone. You know what I'm saying? They in a better place than where they closed on Tuesday. Now, depending on the time frame you bought them, if you would have bought them a little bit too close, this day right here probably would have killed your premium. If it was for like the end of this week, this day would have killed it. Because theta is a tool that you use in the garden, and you dig dirt with it, like you turn dirt with it. Y'all figure that out. So this was the time to be shorting, and then right now We don't have any confirmation that it's time to be buying. So we're still in the middle of the road. We right there in the middle of the road, right? We hanging out. We hanging out in the middle of the road right now. You either it's too late to chase shorts and too early to anticipate longs. That's according to Lil Timmy Rogers. The book of Lil Timmy Rogers, chapter 1, verse 3. Uncle Clifford rule number 4,742. Do not anticipate what the market gonna do. Down in the valley where the girls get. Hey, who used to look at P Valley? Hey, you know what? Looking at this right here, look how we consolidating right here. We consolidated there, consolidated there, and now we consolidating here. This area right here, the market sees that as fair value somewhere. And looking at where we are, I'm going to take a gander and say it's from these lows right here, where it consolidated the last time. It consolidated here, and then look at this really big kind of consolidation. Look, it's huge here, but look what, like if I put the line right where we consolidating that, it's these lows is skating across that line. So let's get our fib, shall we? We're going to go to the fib. I'm going to hit the hotkey. Go to our fib and go to this low. Let's get on the doggone low. Why didn't it get on that low? We're going to go to this low right here. And we're going to go up to the high. Look at God. Look at God. Look it up. We consolidate. And you see how we consolidate? And right here, what's that right there? 39.30. Look at God. The equilibrium on this potential market maker sell model right here is looking like it's like the market right here is trying to decide, do I want to like take this sell model back down, fill in all these gaps here, battle with this breaker, get back to the monthly equilibrium, battle this mitigation block on the daily? Do I want to just battle all this stuff, or do I want to to the upside? That's what the market is saying. Y'all ain't hear the market say that. I heard the market say that. That's what the market said. Well, Tim, when did it say that? When it started consolidating at its equilibrium. The market always consolidates at equilibrium. And you see, I was like, look, this market is just hanging out in this area. Went to the most obvious low and the most obvious high. And look at God right there. We're consolidating right there. The market is trying to make a decision. Which way am I going to go? What is it waiting for? Man, I don't know. We waiting. We need a catalyst. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got no catalyst. That's why when the market don't have a catalyst, this is what the market do. We ain't got, okay, let's think about it, right? I'm going to come on full screen for this right here. Let's think about it right now. Let's think for real. We digesting the fact that, okay, the Fed been raising the rate hikes like 75 basis points like for the last 4 times, I think, right? We already got that. The Fed said they may start slowing down in December. We already got that. They even, you know, the I think it's like 75% saying that, okay, they expect the Fed to do 50 basis points, right? We got that. Jobs saying they laying off, right? Pepsi talk about laying off people. One of them banks talk about laying off people. Companies starting to do share buybacks to, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it's during bad times. So shout out my financial advisor, Dustin. Shout out Jazz Wealth. I got on my Jazz Wealth shirt tonight. He talked about how during, you know what I'm saying, it's cycles of what investors expect companies to do. And during bad times like this right here, they don't want to see you going out spending a lot of money. They want to see you giving money back to the shareholders. And how do they do that? They do it. One form of doing it can be dividends. One form of doing it can be share buybacks. So you're starting to see companies announce share buybacks, stuff like that. All this is playing into the narrative of, you know, the economy is bad. It's not crash or recession bad, but it's bad and we need to slow down. And it's playing into the narrative of soft landing. Hey, it's bad to me. Milk costs a whole lot of money, but everything is playing into the narrative of soft landing, right? So what else do we got on the horizon as a catalyst, right? only thing we got as catalysts are these unknown variables of X. You know what I'm saying? So now the market just sits here and waits for PPI, sits here and waits for CPI, sits here and waits for FOMC. It's just sitting there waiting for the news because the market needs a catalyst to move. Right? Which way is it gonna go? Man, I don't know. Y'all know I don't never try to solve X. I just wait to find out what X is and see how the market react to it, and then look for my entree. And that's French for entry, not the thing that you eat. Hey man, let's look at the price action. Since now that we know we like in the middle of the road for real. I said we was in the middle of the road, and then now you see that it just played out. For anybody who missed that, you know what I'm saying? We saw we was consolidating here. Notice that this was the same area where we was just skirting across, right? We was consolidating this area. We was consolidating this area. Now we consolidating in the same area again. And then right here where we consolidating, it was just skirting across, aka retail support. We had retail support right here, just for all these days. When did it start skirting across there? We just gonna say from the 7th, is that 17th? The 18th, November 18th, all the way up until November 30th. Then we got a pow, and then now we done came back down to that same area of retail support, right? When we run the Fibonacci's, we put on the Fibonacci's from that low right there before all that consolidation to this high right after all of that consolidation, and now the new consolidation, and that's close enough for government work, right? We consolidating right there. So the market is seeing this area as fair value until they can figure out what's the variable of X worth. What is X worth? Is X worth a drop that bass? Y'all excuse me. I'm dying. Woo! I'm gonna leave that up to the young people. Now, back to our regularly scheduled program. Or is X worth a pow? Let's see. We don't know. We got to wait until X comes out. We got a semi-X coming out for jobs. Unemployment is tomorrow. Is unemployment tomorrow? What's tomorrow? Thursday? Yes, unemployment tomorrow. PPI final is tomorrow. And then the big X that everybody waiting on is FOMC with the Fed announcement next Tuesday, I think. I think it's next Tuesday. Y'all know I like Econo Day, but Forex Factory, one thing Forex Factory do have over Econo Day, I can look out pretty much like 3 months if I want to. I can look out 3 months if I want to. With Econo Day, I can only look 1 week at a time. So we got 1X. We got a semi-X coming out tomorrow. Tomorrow, my mama's birthday, too. Tomorrow, my mom's birthday. God is good. She's going to be 75 years old tomorrow. We got job numbers tomorrow. That's every week. Who cares about that? We got core PPI and headline PPI and consumer sentiment on Friday. Let's see how that works out. It's a Friday. Sometimes Fridays be meh. Sometimes Fridays be crazy, but it's a Friday. A lot of times people don't take on a lot of risk going into the weekend, meaning it's going to be bleh or down. But sometimes people take on that risk going into the weekend. You know what I'm saying? And we could take on some risk, but we got FOMC next Wednesday and we got CPI next Tuesday. So how much risk people going to put on in front of CPI and FOMC? Market might be kind of dull until next week. I don't know. I'm just speculating right now, but I know we still in the middle of the road. Let's go down to 15 minutes and see if we can see anything interesting, which it ain't. I'm just running my mouth right now because see what today was? We was on live together all this time, so we saw all of this. We saw all of this right here, right? We got off live. It was like after 10. I can't remember what time it is, but we saw all of this right here, right? Then what do? We went up, right? Right. We came up, took out buy side, right? Push down, right? Set a low right there, right? Then we came back up, came down. Anybody that got tricked going up, they got took out right there, took out the little sell side, pushed back up. Anybody that went short up here, took out the buy side, pushed back down, set another low. People sitting down here, they kind of happy, right? It start taking off again. They say, okay, I'm good. They move, they stop up to right here. They say, fooled you, come back down, take them out again. Anybody that moved it from there, took them out again, and then push back up. So pretty much a seek and destroy day. It was just a seek and destroy day. And like I say, we typically trade like this the day before the X variable. You know what I'm saying? They may be trading like this before the job numbers because they're looking at the job numbers as the X variable for this week. Or maybe they just going to trade like this up until Friday because Friday is the X variable for this week. Who knows? You can never tell which news the market going to react to. That's why I don't like to be in something or getting into something new right in front of news. I like to be trying to get out of stuff in front of news. That's just my preference. Let me see what y'all talk about in the chat. That's all I got on the price action. It was just real dull today. We ain't do nothing today. Right? We didn't do nothing today. We opened on the ES. We opened right here at 39, 33, 75. And then we closed, 1600? We closed at slightly down at 39, 36. Yeah, 39, 36. And we opened at, wait a minute, that's up. Yeah, that's up. So we closed slightly up at 1400. I seen 1600. We closed slightly up at the New York Open, but at the close of the ES, right? It was, slightly up too. Yeah, so it was slightly up too. Let me look at it. Let me look at the daily calendar. Yes. No. That's showing me a. Did I look at the? Oh, I looked at the close. 39.67, 39.36, 75, 39.44. I had my line marked wrong. How did my line get marked wrong? 39.44. What did I mark it? $39. Let me see who opened at 39.33. 39.44. Wait a minute. That's not right. Hold up. That's not right. Hold on. This is these 15-minute candles. This the 9:45 candle. Right? So this candle opened at 39.33.75. And then the 10 o'clock candle opened at, I'm tripping. I'm tripping. That candle opened at 12 o'clock at 6 o'clock at night. Over here, 39.44 over here. That's when it opened up over here. One of these candles over here, right? One of these candles over here somewhere. 39.4. It opened up over here somewhere. 39.44 right there. That's when man, I'm like, wait a minute, I know I ain't tripping. So yeah, that's why it's red, because it opened up over here on the man. I just had a brain cramp. Y'all don't worry about that. Y'all pray for me. Anyway, let me see what y'all talk about in the chat. I hadn't got roped up in it too. You see how I had leaned over into it? Y'all see how I had leaned over into it? Oh my goodness. Look who in here. Yes, a nothing burger. What's going on, Kareem? What's up, Robinson? Oh, and shout out to Georgia voters for keeping Uncle. Oh my God. I was talking to my sons about that today when I was taking them to school. Why, for one, why was it even a runoff? And two, Why was it even so close again? Why was it so close again? Last night when I was looking at something on the live vote thing. 98% of the vote was in, and Warnock had 50.7%. He was only that far ahead with 98% of the vote in. He was declared the winner because he had 50.7 percent. So, and they need 51% to win. Why wasn't it a landslide? We talking about Herschel freaking Walker. This is not a politician. This is, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm just gonna stop talking about that. I'm late, but I'm here with my thumbs up. What it do? What's up, Stacks? What's going on with you? I know there are several PDA I plan on focusing on one at a time. Will any of the PDAs be able to use will any of the PDAs be able to be used at any time? Yes, you can use them at any time. That's a good question. I'm glad you asked that. Right. Let me put the PM- chart back up, and we're gonna answer that question for SJ. Let me put it back on the screen so I don't forget what I'm talking about. I need to delete some of these pictures out of here. I need to delete some of these pictures because I done used all of these. I put all these in the slides. Y'all, I'm sorry. I done got caught up on this right here. I don't think I need any of this. Make sure I don't delete. Okay, they go PM- down there. Okay, yeah, so I don't need any of this. Yeah, I don't need any of this. Oh, yeah, I see Pepe. I see Pepe there. PM-, that's what I'm looking for. Okay. All right, so SJ, the way the PD arrays work, right? So the way it work is like, you say the top of the box and the bottom of the box is what you're looking at, right? Remember that line in the middle is equilibrium, right? So okay, let's come. I'm try to walk it through with price act. Let me drop down off this daily, go to an hourly. Hopefully we can get some better examples on this right here. And let's go to the ES on the hourly. All right. Hide this stuff over here. Okay. So shrink it down. Let me look at something real quick. Okay. All right, this look like it came to an order block. So we're gonna go there. All right. So that looked like it came to an order block. Let me stretch this out a little bit. So right here. Yes, price came to an order block right there. Okay. So all right, so here we go. Price, we're gonna act like we're gonna act okay. We're gonna act like we can't see where the price came in and took that out yet, right? So we're gonna put that over there where we act like we can't see where price took that out yet, right? So price was trading here we went down, consolidated, and we got ping-ow. See, we got a ping-ow right there, right? So we took off. This is like the lowest low to the highest high, right? But you see right here, we came up and we like pulled back right there, and then we took off again. So we had a little break right around here. We had a little break right around here. So either this low here or this low here, these are different points. These are different break points where you can run fibs from, right? So if you're running fibs from the lowest low to the highest high, right? Now this order block right here is right at equilibrium, close enough for government work. It's right at equilibrium, right? Then you got a fair value gap at discount. You got a fair value gap right there at discount, all inside this liquidity void right there, right? So if you go to this low right here, now this order block is in a deep discount, right? You see how the price is consolidating right there at equilibrium. I just picked this, and it just, this stuff just worked, right? The price was consolidating right there at equilibrium from that low right there. So you be like, okay, the market sees this as fair value. I'm gonna use this as my box, cause boom, fair value is there. So I'm gonna use this as my internal box to the overall box right here. This just say this can be your monthly box, this can be your weekly box, because you notice that the price just consolidating right there. Because so you say I'm gonna go from this low to this high, right? And then you mark out your PD arrays inside price, right? We're gonna mark out our PD arrays inside price. That's our we're gonna scoot that. We're gonna scoot that over. All right. Scoot that over. I hope I pushed that far enough. Right. So we're gonna scoot that over. We're marking out our PD arrays. This right here is equilibrium. This gonna be our equilibrium right there. Close enough for government work. Right. Range equilibrium. If this is boring anybody, right over there. In case y'all can't see where I'm pointing, right over there. If this boring anybody, damn, you got to be nicer to your viewers. And I don't. And I don't, especially when it comes to helping people out. All right. We're going to go ahead and mark this for real. So this is a bullish order block. This is an hourly bullish order block, but I don't have any hourly things in here. So just ignore the fact that that says daily, and we just calling it an order block. Okay. So then we got right here, we got us a fair value gap right here. This is a bullish fair value gap. I'm gonna change the color of that since I picked daily on the last one. I want to have different colors. So I'm gonna go with that right there. And then so prices here. We hit the equilibrium right there, pushed off. So the equilibrium line just gonna be the sell side liquidity tie up under that, right? So boom, you what I just do? Redo that. So boom. Now I'm getting to a question, Robinson. Be quiet. Okay, so now price is trading right around here, right? And you're looking at the I'm gonna make this line right here, the equilibrium line. I want to make it so you can see it a little bit better. So we're gonna make it black, and we're gonna make it a little bit thicker. We're gonna make it a little bit thicker so you can see it better. Okay, now y'all can see that right there. So now this equilibrium line right here is this equilibrium line right there, right? So now we're in a premium. Price is in a premium because this is equilibrium, right? And price is in a premium, right? So since it's in a premium, we like, okay, it's too close to the premium for me to be trying to, we done came down, touch equilibrium, bought, I really don't want to sell nothing. So because we're it's like I don't want to sell nothing right now. I want to buy something, but we're in the premium, right? I'm bullish. I ain't bearish. I'm bullish. I want to buy something, but we're in the premium. So when you're in the premium or equilibrium, right? From equilibrium up, you don't want to get too high, but from equilibrium up, right? You're looking down through price for whatever PD arrays that you want to trade, right? So now you say, I want to be a order block trader. I want to be a fair value gap trader. I want to be a breaker trader. I want whatever kind of trader you want to be, right? Standing on equilibrium. Just say you're standing here and you look down because you want to buy, right? So when you look down from price, down below price, right? His go price happen to be right near equilibrium. So now we're looking down. I see a fair value gap. Looking down, I see another fair value gap in there, and looking down, I see an order block. Looking down, I see a big liquidity void. This is all the stuff I see to the downside of the PD arrays, right? So if you are a fair value gap trader, right, you're going to be looking at this fair value gap and this fair value gap. When you got two fair value gaps stacked on top of each other, y'all know how little Tim and Rogers do. I do not enter on the first one, right? I wait till it comes to the second one. And if it don't come to the second one and takes off from the first one, it leaves without me, right? So if you're a fair value gap trader, right, you wait for, and you want to buy, you'll wait for price to come into the discount and come to, if it was only one fair value gap, you would just go however you take your trades on the touch, on equilibrium, or on the close, right? And then you got another one right down here that you got to be mindful of, right? It's another fair value gap right there, right? So if you're a fair value gap trader, you're looking for, you know what I'm saying, to buy off of one of these fair value gaps, depending on your risk tolerance, and your stop loss would be below the low. If you enter here, your stop loss is there. If you enter at that, your stop loss is there. Now, you say, Tim, forget fair value gaps. I hate them, right? I want to trade order blocks. Okay, fine. You just totally ignore these fair value gaps, even though you see them there. You're standing on equilibrium or just above it. You want to be a buyer. You're looking down, underpriced, looking for order blocks, right? So when it comes into the discount, right, if it bounce off that fair value gap, you like, I don't care, go. I'm an order block trader. If it come down to this fair value gap, look what it just touched. It just touched the order block. You ain't going off of the fair value gap. You're going off the order block. And depending on how you take your order block trade, on the touch, on the mean threshold, which is equilibrium, you hear me say it all the time, or on the bottom of the order block, right? Either way it go, if you take it on the touch, on the mean threshold, then your stop will be under here. If you take it on the bottom, I don't know why you do that, because once you blow through 50% of the order block, if you ain't in the trade already, I wouldn't be getting in it, right? It don't mean that it's not going to respect it, but that's just me. If it blow past there, I'm not entering. If I'm entering, it's going to be on the mean threshold, right? And then I just suffer through it. So now let's just say you a liquidity void trader, right? If you're looking at liquidity voids, same thing. The liquidity void in this instance is all the way up to the bottom of that candle right there, right? I'm sorry, the bottom of that candle right there, right? Because we traded both sides on that candle right there, right? Both sides of that candle, this whole little wick there, it extends down past that, and we traded both sides. So it took care of the top half of that candle. So now you got all this buy side there. So that's a liquidity void. All of this is the liquidity void, and we got another fair value gap in there. We're going to ignore that because we talk about liquidity voids. If you're a liquidity void trader, when price start coming down past equilibrium, you ain't studying fair value gaps. If you're a liquidity void trader and you don't trade fair value gaps, I don't know what you're doing, but you ain't studying the fair value gaps, right? So it passed the fair value gaps. I took my order block off. I don't know how I did that. Right? So boom. Now, You ain't trading order blocks. They suck. You hate order blocks. So you ain't studying that, right? You only want to trade liquidity voids, right? This liquidity void is huge. You are filthy rich if you take a trade on the touch of this liquidity void, right? Let's change the color of this liquidity void. We're gonna make it this color right here. You are filthy rich if you take it off the touch of this liquidity void, because your stop got to come all the way down here below this low, right? At the mean threshold of the liquidity void. Again, if you trade liquidity voids, but you don't trade fair value gaps, I don't know what you're thinking about. They are in essence almost one and the same, because the fair value gap is 9 times out of 10 gonna be inside the liquidity void. If it's not on the same time frame, it's definitely on the lower time frames, right? And if you do it at the closure of the liquidity void, then you put your stop there. Now, just say you trade rejection blocks, right? So right here, you got your rejection block at the previous low, right? You trade rejection blocks. So you got your rejection block all the way down here at the previous low. Why? Because the rejection block is the last thing that you hit. Why didn't it copy? Okay, because your rejection block is the last thing you hit prior to hitting the prior low, right? Let's just get this right here. Nope, I did weekly again. Let's go with monthly. Good enough right there, right? So if you're a rejection block trader, you're waiting for it to come all the way back through all these PD arrays. Forget you, punk. Don't do fair value gaps. Get out of here, order block. Move liquidity void. I'm waiting on my rejection block. Then when it comes down to the rejection block, then you going long off of that, right? If you only trade prior lows, right? If you trade prior lows, you got a prior low here, right? Right there, you got a prior low there. You got a prior low there, right? This is a low too, but it's not a swing low. It can be counted as a prior low, but I count the swings. I don't count just the lows. I try to count the swings, but that is a low, right? You can count that too. That's a low. That's a low. But personally, I just count the swing lows and lows below consolidation. And then you got a prior low below the rejection block, right? So we move over, and you're an order block trader. You're a fair value gap trader coming over here. If you took it on the second fair value gap right there, you went long on the set. You ignored the first fair value gap because you said it's one below. You went long there, right? You took some heat because you remember your stop was at below the low of the order block, right? Your stop was below the low of the order block. So if you was a fair value gap trader, you came in and you bought on the fair value gap here. You took a little bit of heat, but it didn't stop you out. And then it eventually, let's see if it eventually panned out for you. And it took a while to pan out. You know what I'm saying? You consolidated for a while, and then it took off way over here, right? These hourly candles. So if you went long on November 22nd at 7 o'clock in the morning, it really didn't, you really couldn't get in there at 7 o'clock on a what's the name? On a whatchamacallit. Now futures, it it panned out pretty good. When I shrank it up, it looked bigger. Yeah, so it panned out for you at the next day. So it panned out the next day, right? You would have had to hold it all through in real time. You'd have had to hold it all through the day. But that ain't what we talk about. What we talk about is if you took the trade here, right, it didn't stop you out, and then that's pretty good there. If you went long there, that's kind of like almost a 1-to-1. Let's see what that is. Let's see if that was worth it. Long position. You went long right there. Your stop was right below the order block right there. Stop snapping. Your stop was right below the order block right there. And then it went to right here. You went in let me see what that's the next day. The same day. We're trying to find the same day. This the same day right here. That's the highest it went that same day. Nope, 1,500, 1,600 right here. If you held it that long, which I doubt, but that's the highest. A 1-to-1 trade. That was a 1-to-1 trade if you went off of that second fair value gap right there. That was a 1-to-1 trade. if you went off the second fair value gap right there. Now, order block, you see it came down, and just say you took it off the mean threshold of the order block, right? So you went in at 50% of the order block. Come on, man. Find the mean threshold. Yes, okay. So, come on, Tim. It's gonna be close enough for government work because it's pissed me off. All right, so you went on the mean threshold of the order block, stop loss at the bottom of the order block for that same day because it's a futures trade, or it could be what time did this order block hit? This order block hit around the time. Yeah, you could have took options on that. So you could have took options on that. So with the option, you could have went back to your low hanging fruit right there because it's you ain't got to get out of it at night. You know what I'm saying? So to your low hanging fruit right there on the options trade, that's a 4.75 to 1 trade. And then for futures for the same, why won't this move? What in the happened? Okay, so for futures for the same day time frame, we're gonna go to the 1500 time. That's the high, back to equilibrium, just going back to equilibrium. Boom, that's what we're gonna do, right? Back to equilibrium. That's a 1.671 risk to reward trade, right? But the moral of the story is it don't matter what type of trader you are, it's about knowing where you are, premium or discount, right? And then once you are premium or discount, then you focus on your PD array. That's your entry technique, right? So if your entry technique is fair value gaps, you have your rules. If it's stacked fair value gaps, if I'm going in at the first one, I'm giving it until past the second one. No, I'm taking on more risk to reward, or I'm gonna wait till it come to the second one or the third one, depending on where it is, and to mitigate the risk to reward. If I'm a liquidity void trader, I'm gonna ignore all these other PD arrays until it come all the way down here in this liquidity void. Liquidity voids, they may get take longer to get back to if they're, you know what I'm saying, too far away from the price, like this one here is. Like if it was a liquidity void, this is a liquidity void right here, right? We got multiple candles right here. That's a liquidity void right there, right? So if you was taking it off a liquidity void, you could have took one off of this liquidity void here if you was going to go 50% of the void or what. But it's all about identifying where your PD array is above and below price, right? Then are you bullish or bearish? If you bearish, wait until it comes into the premium and hits your PD array to sell. If you're bullish, wait till it comes into the discount and hits your PD array to buy, right? How do you get in sync with algos to see where they're trading right now? Get in sync with looking for areas of consolidation. Okay, this is the area of consolidation. The algos are, this is where they're in sync right now. And realize the higher the time frame, the more weighted holds. The lower time frame, the less weighted holds. But get in sync, figure out your PD array, figure out where equilibrium is by getting in sync with the algos. If you bullish or bearish, if you bullish, wait till it go to the premium to hit your PD array. If you bearish, wait till it go. If you bearish, wait till it go to the premium and hit your PD array, then sell. If you bullish, wait till it go to the discount, hit your PD array and buy, and then stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. I know I got real long-winded on that. I jollipies. Anybody that don't like the fact that I got long-winded? Yep. Geritol D's. How about that? I hope you, if you were talking to me, Geritol D's, Republicans could have chosen anyone. Yes, it did. Me too. Oh, this is America. Look how we flipping up. Look how we sipping up. Gotta look at the county maps. Only have like 10 dem. That's it, man. Man, Georgia is a traditionally red state. Man, I told you I had coworkers that was like, hey, I'm voting for Trump just because I'm a Republican. I'm like, so you don't, and she was like, I'm just, my family vote Republican, so I'm just voting for Trump. I said, do you even like him? She's like, not necessarily. I said, but you voting. That's it. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Do not encourage him. Do not. Hey, Tim, how can I get a copy of the PDA PIM- chart? Wave Trader. If you go to any one of the PD array, any of the ICT videos, Wave Trader, you must have came in late. Did you come in late? Did you? Where's my did I close the YouTube video? Did I close the YouTube video? I guess I did. I guess I closed it. Wave Trader. If you go to any one of the videos, right? If you go to any one of the videos, like go to the description right there, right? And go to any one of the ICT playlist videos. Just click on the ICT playlist, right? Go to any one of the videos. And if you go into the description, it says download slides. If you click on download slides, it'll sync. Matter of fact, here, click on this link that I just put in the chat, right? Click on that link that I just put in the chat right there. Wave Trader. That link right there I just put in the chat, it's going to take you to this Google Drive folder right here. If you go all the way to the bottom, it says ICT top-down analysis. That's the PIM- chart. Right? So click on that link right there and go to the bottom of that Google Drive folder. It says ICT top-down analysis. That's the PIM- chart. This is America. Don't catch me slipping now. Look how we whipping now. Hey, man. Let me see. What else y'all let me see if y'all saying anything else. Thank you so much. I feel better now that I can master one at a time. Yes. You know it's boring when the host knows it's I appreciate that little hope. I appreciate that. What are the prices for your one-on-one sessions? I ain't got no one-on-ones right now. I'm trying to avoid all of that, but I will open them back up. I will open them back up. It's going to be 3 tiers. It's going to be 3 tiers this time, right? Initially, I was just doing pretty much 45 minutes to an hour for $75, but it's going to be 3 tiers this time, right? And the 3 different tiers is going to just be like, tier 1 is just going to be for like traders who want to just get confirmation. I'm telling y'all like this right here. Don't if you choose to buy 101, don't try to buy the traders 101 because it's the least amount of money and get in there and start asking me all kind of questions about stuff that a trader should already know. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just gonna sit there and look at you like this. Then tier 2 is gonna be for people who want to they got a good handle on it, but they want to learn like an opposite side. Like if you just say if you an investor or a stock trader and you want to learn options, or if you're an options trader and you want to learn futures, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna focus on the side that you want to learn, right? That's gonna be tier 2. Then tier 3 is gonna be for like the beginner, right? And it's like it's gonna be a 3-month thing, not 3 consecutive months, but it's gonna be at least 3 different zones. Probably gonna be more scheduled in between, depending on how much, you know what I'm saying, help you need. You know what I'm saying? So it's usually gonna pay one time, but it's gonna schedule 3 Zooms initially, and then throughout those Zooms, we're going to decide if we need to sprinkle some more in between to help along. So them the 3 different tiers it's going to be. But I don't know. I really don't want to do it. That's why I'm putting it off until I get the whole series out. And once I get the whole series out, if people still feel like they still want a one-on-one, but this the secret right here. That little link that's pinned at the top of the chat. Come find a Superman and everybody else who interested in one-on-ones. Pull up. I don't want nobody to hear this. This time I'm getting close. I don't want nobody to hear it for real. The link in the chat is your way of getting a free one-on-one. You could click that link and you can pull up and ask any question you want to ask. And I'll sit here until you're tired of asking questions. Or my sweetie say, Tim, get off the internet because I want to spend some time with you. That's it. That's the key. That link that's pinned at the top of the chat. That's how you get a free one-on-one. Back to our regular schedule program. Tim, can you clip up this PDA top? I got you, little Hulk. I was going to do that anyway, but I got you because I felt like I was in my bag on that one. I appreciate y'all for helping out with the question though. Hey, my baby in here. What's happening, baby? You off from work? You on your way home? Soon as you get home from work, I'll kiss your feet. Oh, no, that ain't what he say. I'll cook your dinner too. On the way, need anything? Yes, I need you to come home from work. I'll pay your rent, even though our house paid for. I'll cook your dinner too, even though you cook better than me. Yes, I will do. Hey, Fishborn, what does that mean? Is like you riding the wave? I'm 50. I don't know what that means. Is it like this a wave or what does that mean? I see you post that a whole lot. Somebody, help me out with that, man. Appreciate that, Max. That was fire. Appreciate that. Appreciate the break. Hey, I ain't never seen that either. T2RD. T2R. Okay, T2RD. I ain't never seen that name before. If it's not your first time pulling up, I truly jalapies. But if it is your first time pulling up, welcome. And thank you for tuning in. Again, anybody who want the slides or the PIM-dash chart, you can just click this link right here and go download all the slides in the PIM-dash chart right now. You ain't got to worry about going through the videos and nothing like that. That's the link right there to the Google Drive folder. Ask you a question here for one-on-one. We won't listen. Yeah, you see when I tell, I'll be like, y'all step out the room. They step out the room for real. You can't see them. We be in our own breakout room. Like in Zoom class, my kids used to go into the breakout room. Like if the teacher wanted to try to get somebody to tell on another student, she'd be like, hey, meet me in a breakout room. Oh my God. Hey, Michelle Tucker, get off my screen. My motto, surfs up, grab your boogie boy. Oh, okay then. Surfs up, grab your boogie boy. I like that. Hey man, that's all I got. I ain't got nothing else. Hopefully y'all found some value in this. Today the price action was kind of boring. So hopefully I was able to, share something that somebody got something out of. Again, we got the different playlists for people who want to just get to the meat and potatoes and not sit through me doing all this extra banter. I will clip out the portion where we was talking about the PDA matrix. I'll clip that out and put it in the Jim's playlist. I'm not sure how long it was. It might have a little length on it, but it is what it is. That whole piece gonna be in there if you want to go back and run that back. Y'all know how I like to end it, man. Do not put off till tomorrow what you can say today. If your loved ones are here, your mother, your father, your grandparents, your sisters, your brothers, friends you haven't talked to because y'all had an argument about who ate the last piece of pepperoni pizza when you were in college, who smoked the last doobie on the roach clip, Call them up. Say, hey, man, I love you. Hey, mama. Hey, granny. Hey, I love you. Let people know. Show it and say it. Don't live with the regret little Timmy Rogers lived with since 2002 when his dad passed away, and he used to go see his daughters every weekend and be like, hey, we going to go see granddaddy next week. And then by the time they got a chance to see him, he was in a casket, and then he was in an urn, and I got to live with that. He was right across the bridge, an hour away. An hour and a half maybe. That's like driving from here to Atlanta. But take advantage, man. Say it and show it. Don't just say it. You got to show it too. You know what I'm saying? I tell my wife she the most beautifulest thing in this world. And I do my best to show it. She say I do a good job at showing it, but I do my best to show it. You got to say it and show it. I wasn't always too good at showing my kids that I loved them. I thought they really knew it, but I feel like lately I kind of been in my bag. I don't know if it was like stress from the rat race or the 9 to 5 or what, but I feel like lately I've been kind of in my bag. It kind of hit me real hard when both my boys thought that they had to get out of my house at 18. I never said this. But something that I was doing made both of them feel like they had to get out my house when they turned 18. So that let me know, Tim, you're not doing a good job at showing it. So now I feel like I do a better job at showing it. You know what I'm saying? I even hug more now. Y'all know I told y'all I ain't a hugger. I be hugging Chris. You know what I'm saying? Tipton used to be a hugger. He done got big now, but Chris, he's still a hugger. You know what I'm saying? He be coming up hugging me. He done got tall, so his afro be hitting me all in the face. But he's, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting off track. Tell the people that you love them today, man. Take advantage of today. Don't wait till tomorrow. Speaking of tomorrow, I'll see y'all in the morning at 9. I'm going to say 6. I'm tripping. 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for the overnight price action. Until then, man, y'all push away from the computers. Give yourself a brain break. And enjoy your families, man. Enjoy your dinner, too. Hey, like check before I go. Hit the like button before we leave. I don't feel like getting a like check. Hit the like button before we leave, and I'll see y'all in the morning, man. Gone.